Good morning, my dear students. Hope everyone is in good health. Today, we are going to start chapter 3, Be Safe. Everyone wants to be safe, isn't it? Safe means to be protected. These days, all of you know, whole world is suffering from COVID-19. And whole world is praying for the safety of each other. Right? In this chapter, we will learn about safety and first aid. First aid given in different situations. We will learn about first aid given in case of nose bleeding and sprains, cuts and scratches, fractures and burns, poisoning and animal bites, dehydration and choking. And also we will learn some safety rules. So first of all, the question is, what is first aid? First aid is the initial treatment. When someone meets an accident, the injured needs to be provided with some basic treatment. This prevents the condition of the injured from getting worse, and he can wait for the doctor in a safer and convenient way. The initial treatment that is provided to a patient or an injured person before the arrival of a doctor, that's called first aid. It's very helpful in saving the life of a patient. Different kinds of first aids are provided for different accidents or emergencies. So first of all, we will discuss first aid given in case of nose bleeding. Some people experience bleeding from the nose in summers. My students, you must have also observed it in summers. Many students suffer from this nose bleeding. Why this nose bleeding? Why our nose starts bleeding? It's because of the reason the nose, the small blood vessels which we call as capillaries, they are inside the nose. They burst, right? And the blood starts oozing out of the nose. That time, the first aid which we can give is make the patient sit comfortably with the head held back. This position. We have to make the student or the patient to sit in this position. Softly press the bleeding side of the nose. If blood is oozing out or from this nostril, press it softly. Spread a wet cloth or put an ice pack on the nose or the forehead of the patient. Do not let the patient breathe through the nose. Avoid that. We have to breathe through the mouth. We can breathe through the mouth. And call a doctor if still bleeding is there. Initial treatment we can give at home, but if it's bleeding more, we should rush to the hospital. Next one, first aid for sprains. What is a sprain? When the tissues of the muscles around a joint are torn, they cause massive pain, immense pain. That state is known as sprain. It causes swelling. The area wherever there is sprain, it swells up, and sometimes discoloration around the particular area. The area turns bleach sometimes, blue color. Yeah, we can remove the swelling at home by applying ice cubes or an ice pack. If ice pack is available, that's good. If ice pack is not available, we can put some ice cube in our handkerchief and pat it and put it on the swelling part. It will give us relief. And some pain relieving creams are also available in the market. Some sprays are also available in the market, which help us to get relief from pain and swelling. Next one, first aid given in case of cuts and scratches. Cuts and scratches. My students, you are aware about these cuts and scratches. It's a part of your childhood. Minor cuts, minor scratches, right? These minor cuts and scratches, they act as open doors for the germs, which can cause infection if we will leave it as it is. For this, whenever we get a cut or a scratch, first of all, we should go and wash our hands properly with soap. Wash that area properly with soap to remove all the harmful germs. Clean the wound with antiseptic lotion. Everyone is having antiseptic lotion, antiseptic cream at home. After applying antiseptic lotion like Savlon or Dettol, we should apply antiseptic cream or any gel on the wound and cover the area with a sterilized cotton gauze or wrap the bandage around it to stop the bleeding. But if it's a major one, we have to rush to the hospital or we have to visit a doctor. One more important point over here. If it's cut by rusty iron or any dirty metal, for example a nail, right, which you fix on the walls or the doors, nail, key, rusty one, we should visit a doctor for anti-tetanus injection. That is most important. We should visit a doctor for anti-tetanus injection. Next one, first aid given in case of fractures. What is a fracture? A break or crack in a bone is called a fracture. This fractured bone causes a lot of pain. Initially, support the fractured bone with a splint. If, God forbid, someone is suffering with a fracture in the elbow, this is our elbow joint, right? Initially, we should support this portion with a splint. Splint can be made with thick cardboard, wood or any metal, right? Tie it along the broken bone so that we can prevent the movement of the broken area. A sling made of a cloth can also be used for the broken bone of hand. If we are not having any thick cardboard or any wood or any metal at home, it's not always that we are having all the things at home, right? We can use a sling. We can make a sling like this, right? And we can put the arm like this. It will give relief to our hand, to our arm, and it will just stop the movement of the hand and rush to the hospital for further treatment. That's important. Now, first aid given in case of minor burns. Minor burns. Any hot or burning thing such as electric iron, fireworks, right? During Diwali we use fireworks. Boiling tea and water. Your boiling milk also. Any drink, hot drink we can say. That can cause burns. For minor burns, keep the burn part under cold running water to get relief from pain. Apply a burn cream or lotion, right? If you are not having any burn cream or lotion, then we can apply toothpaste also. Toothpaste. Everyone is having this toothpaste in our bathroom, isn't it? Everyone brushes the teeth, isn't it? So toothpaste is an essential item of the household. Everyone is having, in every household we are having. Immediately apply the toothpaste on the burnt area or use the mixture of baking soda and water. Baking soda is a part of our Indian kitchen, right? Little bit baking soda and little bit water. Make a paste and apply it on the burnt area for coolness and relief. Cover the burn with a sterilized bandage, right? This was for minor burns. Now, first aid given in case of severe burns. Burns are of two types. Minor ones which we can treat at home and severe burns. For severe burns, calm the patient and give him some warm drink. Lukewarm drink, any drink. Give water to the patient at regular intervals to avoid dehydration. Dehydration, when our body loses water, that is dehydration. And if there are blisters, don't prick the blisters because germs may enter through them and they can cause severe infection. Cover the burnt area with a sterilized gauze or a clean cloth dipped in solution of baking soda and water, which I told you to use during minor burns. In major burns you can also use it. You can dip a cloth in the solution and put it on the burnt areas. And one more important thing, if the patient is in unconscious state, don't give any liquid food. no to the liquid food and call the doctor or rush to the hospital for further treatment. Students, next I will explain in my next video, right? In this video this much only, so in next video I will complete the rest of the topic. Thank you, students.